Hi everyone, in this video I'll be painting this 3D printed pike swim bait. If you want to see me assemble it, you can click the link in the description down below. Now in this video I didn't use an airbrush, no special tools, just a hand brush and some acrylic paint. It's pretty easy to do, just mix some black and some green, and usually I start from the top, and just the further you go down, the lighter green you use. Make sure to dilute the paint a little. That's what the cup on the top left is for. It's a little water for dipping the brush in. And keeping the paint wet will help make it easier to blend the darker green with the lighter green on the side. Just make sure to take your time. It's not that hard, and it's really not that critical. Some fish will be lighter, some will be darker, but that's kind of the beauty of it. No two handmade pieces are the same. As for the belly, you shouldn't focus too hard on it. I will be painting over it with white to make it a nice and even kind of transition between the sides. I just painted the tail brown and put some black lines on the tail. These black lines were done with a permanent marker, and I just followed the ridges I designed into the tail. Like I said in the start, how you paint the belly doesn't matter that much. I just went over it with some white spray paint. This gives a nice clean fade along the side as well. And here I'm putting on the black lines on the tail with the marker. Next step is putting on some type of pattern. There's many ways to do it. Easiest way that I found was this one. I used some paint marker, so it's acrylic paint in a marker, and just put on some random dots and lines. Now here I'm using a yellow one, but I found this yellow too bright. It was too much yellow, so later I went over it with some white. All that's left to do is put on some clear coat for protection. I used a spray can, it's good enough. Make sure to stick on the eyes first. The clear coat will help keep them on. Personally, I would put on 2 to 3 coats. And then this lure is basically done. Here are all the ones I've made. This is the one in the video I just showed you with the paint marker. This is a full black one. Doesn't look natural, but it should work pretty good. This one was painted with spray cans and a stencil. The stencil is also on Thingiverse. This one was painted with the back of a pencil. Just put dots on like that. This last one was painted by my girlfriend. As you can see, it's not done yet, but it already looks pretty damn good. Really fine detail, just the tail alone took half an hour. The final detail, I wanted to give the lure some fins, and the way I decided to do that is by designing in some slots for these feathers. You just cut the feather to the shape of the fin and slide them into the slot and glue them in, of course. I decided to do it like this for a couple reasons. One, the fins will not interfere with the hooks like hard fins would, and it makes the lure a little lighter, so the swimming action stays the same, because the heavier the rear is, the less it swims, in my opinion. And that is this lure totally done. Thanks for watching.